Alright, who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
Workers' power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
Workers' power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
Workers' power.
Okay. Next one, I'm gonna say, tell me what you want, what you really want, and you're gonna say justice. And then I'm gonna say, tell me what you want, what you really want. Okay, so justice and then respect.
Justice and respect.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Justice.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Justice.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Justice.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Respect.
So we're gonna say two justice and then two respect, okay?
Alright.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Justice.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Justice.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Respect.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Respect.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Justice.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Justice.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Respect.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Are we fired up? Parking lot. Excuse my leg. Are we fired up? Yeah. Are we fired up? Yeah. Are we fired up? Yeah. Tell me what you want, what you really want. Justice. Tell me what you want, what you really want. Justice. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Union busting. Union busting. Union busting. Walmart, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side. Walmart, Walmart, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side. Walmart, Walmart, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side. Walmart, Walmart, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side. Walmart, Walmart, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side. Walmart, Walmart, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side. Walmart, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side. Walmart, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side. Hey! They say we're gonna leave. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand where we can stand, which is the sidewalk. So far this is private property, but we're not going away. What do we want? They say cut back. We say fight back. 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 What do we want? A living wage. 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 When do we want it? When do we want it? Now! 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 When do we want it? Now!
I mean, the whole reading concentrates on it. But I did bring
forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
Walmart wages! What's disgusting? Union busting! What's outrageous? Walmart wages!
Well, I mean, you know. Come on, go!
Oh my gosh. The other ones aren't paid.
Thank you! Thank you!
That's where Rosenbaum came out of
Police car in the way.
The police car's blocking more traffic than we are.
Thank you, sir. Wait a minute.
Walmart workers deserve respect. 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 Walmart, you can't hide. We can see your breathing inside this building.
About a week ago, I heard that the Walmart workers in Ohio were collecting food for their co-workers for a good Thanksgiving. So their co-workers don't make enough money to afford a Thanksgiving for their family. So I'm out here to protest the fact that the Walter family, who are worth billions of dollars, can't afford to pay their workers enough money that they can have a decent Thanksgiving dinner. And that's it in a nutshell.
The union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Oh yeah, solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Cause the union makes us strong.
How do you feel about the Internationale?
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
out here today? What brought you out here?
I have been learning a lot about Walmarts and some of their awful labor practices, and I feel like a lot of times the workers inside don't really feel like they have a voice, so I'm here to be an extension of the voice that they can't use, so they don't get fired.
What happened was Walmart asked their employees to feed each other on Thanksgiving. What did you guys say? I didn't hear that too good. It's absolutely disgusting, isn't it? So, we have some speakers here, and I'd like to introduce everybody at one hit. And I'll probably mispronounce Diana's name. Tell me how to say it. It's easy. We have Diana Wu. We have Steve Novick. We got Madelyn Elder. Reverend Eugene. And oddly enough, on Thanksgiving, Dennis Gravy. So Steve's going to go first, and then we'll take it from there. So, warm welcome for Steve Novick from City Council. Trigger and you're good. Yes, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So, a few months ago, somebody was asking me about the city's investments. And I looked at the list, and I looked at the criteria, and I discovered that we had no criteria. The city of Portland, which prides itself on progressivism, had no socially responsible investment criteria. Wow. So I said it was time to change that. Yeah. And a couple of months ago, the city council agreed that going forward, we're going to look at our investments through a few screens. We're going to look at how companies treat workers. Yeah. We're going to look at how they treat the environment. Yeah. We're going to look at their impact on health. Yeah. We're going to look for anti-competitive market practices. Yeah. We're going to look at general corporate ethics. Yeah. And we decided we're going to, from now on, we're going to start developing a list of companies that we will no longer invest in. Yeah. And we did everything right and proper. We established a committee to help us figure out how to use those criteria. We decided we were going to wait to put one company on the list. And that company was Walmart! You got it! Woo! And the past 2 weeks have only served to justify our decision to start by putting that one company on that roll of dishonor. Yeah! The New York Times last week said that some European companies have stepped forward to compensate the families of the victims of the Tazreen fire in Bangladesh, where 1,200 died. Yeah. But one company, the company where as of 2 months before the fire, records showed that 55% of the products were for their contractors, has not stepped up to help. Guess what the company is? Walmart! And then, as you just heard, Walmart recently was caught putting up signs in their stores saying, "Help associates in need." Shame! Shame!
Shame!
Colbert had a little fun with that on this show. He said, you know, there's some people who say that Walmart's not doing enough for its associates, but I think that's unfair. It's not that they're not doing enough, they're not doing anything. Hey! So it's an honor to be here with you to put the pressure on Walmart. And remember, pressure works. Pressure worked 25 years ago in South Africa. Pressure worked in the Nestle baby formula boycott. Pressure works. So keep up the pressure. And let's remind Walmart, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice.
Okay, next, let's give a warm round of applause for Diana Wu. Woo! She will explain which organization she is with. Diana. Thank you. You're triggered, you're good.
Good morning! My name is Diana Pei Wu. I am with the Asian Pacific American Network of Oregon. Who of the APAN crew here was inside this morning? All right. So, APAN is a statewide grassroots network uniting Asians and Pacific Islanders in Oregon to achieve social justice. That's right. We believe working for a world where all families have the rights, recognition and resources, we need to survive and thrive. Right? Recognition and resources. And that's why, and for all kinds of families, queer families, extended families, multi-generational families, seniors who have roommates, and immigrants who are mixed status. APANO's delegation supports our Walmart workers' demands for full-time work, for good benefits, and a minimum living wage of $25,000. We agreed to participate in today's action because one Walton makes in 1 hour more than most of the associates working in that store. That and because working families here in the United States and working families in the places that we come from, China and Vietnam and Bangladesh and lots of other places, are suffering because of Walmart's business model.
Walmart sucks!
So,
Walmart sucks!
what do we want? What do we want? Huh? What do we want? What do we want? Walmart workers deserve? Walmart workers deserve? All right, thank you, and this is only the beginning. We'll see you next year.
Next, I'd like to introduce a real fighter for justice from United Church of Christ. This guy's really a stand-up man. Reverend Eugene Ross!
Good morning, all you supporters of justice in the workplace. Good morning, and thank you for coming to stand with others witnessing for justice in America's workplaces. And especially today for standing up for justice for the workers in the Walmarts in Portland and across the country. Today is known as Black Friday. You want to take the mic off? Now I got it. There you go. Today is known as Black Friday, the day when corporate America tries desperately to replace profits with even greater profits. But I don't think of this as Black Friday, I think of it as Greed Friday. When corporate America reveals its greed very openly. And this year they couldn't even wait for Thanksgiving. They couldn't even wait to give thanks for what they already have, and their employees couldn't give thanks with their families around the family table.
Boo!
Such is the cost of greed. Shame! Thank you again for being here to speak out against greed in the workplace. Working for justice is one of the antidotes to greed. Such is the fight that we must bear. It's the Catholic theologian Andrew Greeley who said that greed is the most serious spiritual problem in the country today. Reckless, untrammeled greed. In the past, they were the robber barons, but they were a small bunch of men compared with a much larger segment of our population today who control all the wealth. A country in which CEO salaries to workers' compensation is 500 to 1. Now, many bosses make as much before lunch as the worker does all year.
Boo!
President Franklin Roosevelt said at an earlier time, similar to the times in which we live, we have always known that heedless self-interest was bad morals. We now know that it is bad economics.
Boo!
And so on this Black Friday, this Greed Friday, we gather to call attention to the bad morals and the bad economics as we stand in front of this Walmart to call out for justice for all Walmart workers and for all workers everywhere.
Right.
Yep. We stand before an outlet of Walmart which made $17 billion in profit last year. We stand before an outlet of Walmart which is a $260 billion corporation. We stand before an outlet of Walmart which cost the American people over $900,000 last year.
as Walmart workers had to turn to public assistance to make ends meet.
Shame!
Shame! Shame!
And to those of us gathered who are not Walmart employees, let's not be deceived by the lately developed slick television ads, which try to portray a very different picture of Walmart. The picture in my mind is that of the Thanksgiving care boxes in Walmart workrooms, placed there by the company so that Walmart employees could contribute to their fellow employees so that they could have Thanksgiving.
Shame!
We stand here before Walmart speaking for justice. We stand for justice which demands that people be paid a living wage and provide realistic benefits to their employees. We stand before a company which in turn needs to provide the basic needs for all Walmart families. We stand here before an outlet of Walmart to speak against greed. We speak out for a realistic living wage for Walmart employees. We speak out for health care for Walmart employees and their families. We speak out for the respect due all human beings. Human beings are not a commodity whose value is to be determined by the profit ledger. The way to justice in the midst of corporate greed is not an easy path. It never has been. Sacrifices have been made. Techniques tried. Did you know that between 1947 and 1974, years of unprecedented shared prosperity in this country and the growth of a robust middle class, more than 41 million Americans engaged in over 8,000 work stoppages. They used tactics like boycotts, workrooms, slowdowns, and other withdrawals of efficiency. Unions, the religious community, and community groups were there to support them now and are here to support them today. If the middle class family is to survive in this country, if working Americans are to be treated with dignity and justice, if the distance between CEO salaries and workers' wages is to be narrowed, then we must all work together for justice. Now is the time. Make no mistake, Walmart employees, your cause is just. Given the newfound power of corporations, the task ahead will be difficult. But with all those who believe in justice working together, it will be accomplished. In unity, there is power to overcome adversity, to battle injustice, to derail corporate greed. We must not give up. The vision of this nation, the very soul of this nation is at stake.
That's right.
Let us move on in strength to combat injustice in the workplace, beginning with Walmart.
Comrades and fellow workers, I am from the High Five campaign, a product of the industrial workers of the world. We are demanding $5 more an hour for all workers, and we are building a movement of fast food and low-wage workers to do it. How many of you have heard about the strikes and walkouts of fast food workers across the country?
Yay!
In Portland, that's us.
Yes.
So it should come as no surprise to you that workers across the country and across the world are standing up and fighting for more and better. Fast food workers in over 50 cities walking off the job. Walmart workers disrupting shareholder meetings. Non-union port truckers going on strike. And Bangladeshi factory workers filling the streets.
Yeah!
Time has come for change and time has come for more.
That's right.
In 2008, when the economy collapsed, when the boss's economy collapsed, we learned that their promises of a future had always been empty. We learned that the only future we were going to have is the one that we built and fought for ourselves. We learned that the bosses had placed us at a dead end, and now we're dead-end jobs. I work a dead-end job. Just the other day, I received a positive comment card from a customer that I had great service to. And they said, this young man must be in school trying to get to a better place because she couldn't imagine that I cared about my job and that I wanted to live a good life where I was.
I was obviously at a dead end. But we have a chance to fight, because at a dead end, a fight for wages, a fight for more is not just a fight for wages. A fight for more wages is a fight for a better life.
That's right.
Because sometimes that dead end looks like stretching $20 for 2 weeks, but sometimes it looks like your friend getting shot by the police. And sometimes it looks like the manager that won't stop touching your butt as he walks by. And sometimes it looks like the climate that is collapsing around you. When we stand for a fight for more wages, we're not going to just stop there. We're going to win $5 more an hour, and then we're going to demand another $5 more an hour. It reminds me of my favorite children's story when I was growing up, which goes like this. If you give the workers a cookie, they'll take over the cookie factory and build a free society with it. The High Five campaign is pledged to build a movement of low-wage and fast food workers. We are doing this. The industrial workers of the world are doing this. You are all workers. You are all fighting for your freedom. We want you to join us. We want you to build a movement for a free society, to tell the bosses that we won't take their dead ends anymore, and to tell people like Walmart that they suck, because Walmart sucks.
Walmart sucks! Walmart sucks!
Walmart sucks!
Walmart sucks! Walmart sucks! Walmart sucks!
So we got one more speaker, and then I'd like to ask you guys to turn in the signs. But before we do the one more speaker, Madelyn Elder, one of my good buddies, we all love her. She's a good labor union leader. Do we love Madelyn or what?
Yeah!
They all love you, Madelyn. So listen, the folks who went inside, there's hey, brother with the shirt, come over here, will you? Come up here.
Is that me?
So, just before the rally started, we had about 18 people go in the store. They had these lovely shirts on. Just turn around and model for us. And they put in about 150. Yeah, they put in about 150 customer cards in the products. It had a picture of a Walmart worker and the message. So when shoppers get home from this insane capitalist consumer day and open up their products, they're going to get a message from a Walmart worker.
Right on!
So before you leave, please hand me all the signs. And all the people with these lovely shirts, please give me those shirts so we can use them again. And one more time we have, who's that woman? Madelyn Elder! Communication workers!
All right, what's outrageous?
Walmart wages!
What's outrageous?
Walmart wages!
What's outrageous?
Walmart wages!
Thank you. Everybody stole my speech, which is great. I have two things I want to talk about. One is, you know, we don't have very much manufacturing in this state anymore, and the reason why are all these corporate trade agreements.
That's right.
Right now, there's a Trans-Pacific Partnership, and if you have not called Earl Blumenauer or whoever your congressperson is to tell him to vote no on that piece of crap, do it now. Do it today. That Walmart is the one who went out and said, you pay too much to your workers, we have to pay too much for your product, we want to sell your product at cost, and so what happens is all that work goes overseas, we're out of jobs, we're out of money, and Walmart has it all. It's all going to Arkansas. All right, because it ain't going to any of the workers anywhere else.
That's right.
The other thing I wanted to talk about is, okay, you're going to go Christmas shopping. I know you are.
Free store.
Or some people aren't. Okay, two things. One is, remember Macklemore and the thrift shop. It's a thrift shop. Reuse, recycle, reduce. The second thing is, don't go to Amazon.com.
Boo!
They're on strike in Germany, starting today. They're on strike. And Amazon has said they're going to bust those workers too. It's international solidarity, sisters and brothers. We have to do this. What's outrageous?
Walmart wages!
What's disgusting?
Union busting!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do
This is Marco from Jobs with Justice.
No, he didn't forget. I'm just taking it over. I'm a member of Jobs with Justice, of course. So, all of the speakers did speak very well. And one thing that we need to take out of this is that this is not the end. And it's not the beginning, because we started 500 years ago here in this continent fighting to those that come from overseas. Remember that?
Yeah.
And we continue fighting, right? So now we're fighting all of these people like Walmart that are taking over the economy of this country and everywhere else. As Madelyn said, you know, with the TPP, they're gonna continue making it bigger, even their business, and not just them, but all the other corporations. So, at Jobs with Justice, we always do one thing. We ask you to commit to come out to 5 different struggles, different than yours, others than yours, right, during the year. So, we don't have the pledge cards today, but you need to do your own moral pledge inside of you, that you continue coming out to other struggles and supporting like today. You can go to the website and do the pledge there.
jwjpdx.org.
There we go, jwjpdx.org. That's what it is. So please, keep awake and listening to what's coming up next. Because many workers at Walmart are going on strike every day. And they are gonna need our support every day.
And Whole Foods.
Exactly, and all other workers too. So please keep posted and we will let you know what's going on. Thank you very much and continue the struggle.
Hey!
We'll be back! 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 We'll be back!
Legislator here too. You know who he is?
If the boss gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over him. We're gonna roll right over him. We're gonna roll right over him. If the Walmart's in the way, we gotta roll right over them. We're gonna roll the union on. We're gonna roll, roll, gonna roll, we're gonna roll the union on. We're gonna roll, roll, we're gonna roll, if the boss is in the way, we're gonna roll